Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What is the deal? It is your boy, Marley Bet, and this thing we do right here, this is Brothas N Bets MLB edition. Of course, I got the homie picks from Dave. What up, Dave?
What's up, buddy? How we doing?
Cooling. A little sloppy right now. I'm running behind, but we're doing good. What up, James? What up? So I guess this game is about to kick off. I didn't put the lines up, but I had questions about it. You wanted to talk about it, so let's talk about it. We're talking about the Marlins and the Red Sox. Let me get the lines really fast. Run line plus 1.5 is at minus 205 for the line is at 105. The run line for the Red Sox minus 1.5 is at plus 175, and the money line is at minus 115. On the mound, we got Luzardo today. He's going up against Bello. Both of them, I think they're pretty good pitchers. Bello's been good this season. Luzardo's been good, at least my opinion anyway. So I personally have not made a play on this game. So I'm interested to hear what you are going to say, Dave, because I was looking at it. Luzardo 6-5 overall with a 3.77 ERA. Bello 5-4 with a 3.27 ERA. I wanted to lean Boston. I was avoiding the sweep. It's kind of one of my things. When teams are up, bet against the sweep. Obviously, not every team. The Royals, I wouldn't bet against that sweep. But doesn't happen all the time. Take, for instance, the Padres today got swept. But I was leaning Red Sox with Bello. Go ahead, give us your breakdown, Dave.
Yeah, that's the way I'm leaning too. In fact, I've bet it. I'm not just leaning it. Both pitchers have been really, really good. Bello's been particularly good the past 5 games.
Yeah, he's
I've been on him the past couple of times he's pitched. The difference here is Bello's stats at home and away, or everything's kind of equal. Luxardo's a way worse pitcher on the road, has almost double the ERA. Both teams are actually hitting. So Miami's hitting right-handed, or let's say this: they're creating runs against right-handed pitching. They're not hitting for power though. But I give the edge to Boston because Boston. I was just pulling the screen up. Miami against. Let's see, it's left-handed pitching. Miami against right-handed pitching has a WRC plus of 110 the past 2 weeks. If we go to Boston against left-handed pitching, they've got 112. The difference is their OPS 793 and their ISO 186 is higher. So if we're giving an edge, we're giving an edge to Boston at the plate. If we're giving an edge, we're giving an edge to Boston starting pitching. I don't want to get into these bullpens, but if there's an edge on both sides, I feel that's a bettable game. So I'm on Boston at a very affordable price at home, first 5 inning money line.
You took the first 5.
Yeah, I don't need to get into the bullpens. In this game, I forgot, I don't have that up, but one of the two teams has a really good bullpen. I just said screw the bullpens. I think there's enough of an edge for Boston in every aspect in the first 5 innings.
What up, Razor? It's been a minute.
Well, I have a very good record against Razor when we go heads up, so good luck to Razor.
Shit. I did not know that. Oh,
actually, full game money line? No, you can fucking win that.
Yeah. He's on. Hey, Razor, you don't. I'm screaming your name like you're right here. Do you, Razor? You don't care about the sweeps, like betting against or for the sweep? Like that doesn't affect your capping at all. Worth it. What's going on? What is Worth it talking about? So, guys, if you only had $100 to bet for today, what would be your best? If I had $100, Dave, you got a best bet for my man?
Yeah, the Red Sox first 5.
There you go. I like Ash. Oh, I don't want to sound like a homer. I like Astros, but I'm really just fading old man Wainwright because he's just been giving it up.
It's a tricky game. We're going to talk about that one.
But
That's a really
definitely a tricky game. So I wouldn't give that as my best bet. Oh, man, it's a tough best bet today. I would say the Mets, but they're so iffy because I don't even have a hoodoo play of the day today because we're only breaking down 3 games. Rest of the games happen kind of early. Yeah, I'd either ride with Dave on that first 5, or because even my next 2 games we're going to talk about, they're not for sure bets. I like the Mets and Brewers under though. I do like that. Okay. Nope, line would be higher than if they didn't think Boston. What you talking about? Right? Nope, line would be higher if they think Boston would get swept. Why line so low if they're trying to avoid the sweep at home? Well, the lines, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Razor. Line movement to me, a lot of different things affect line movement. If it's not injury, we could be talking about money, which way the money's swinging. Vegas wants money on both sides. They want it even. So they don't care about if money's pouring in on Boston, they'll just switch the okay. I see.
It's a tight line. It's a minus.
Yeah, minus I don't see what the line would be higher if they think.
I mean,
but I don't do that. Okay, so look.
Right,
and I get it, but the money movement could be for so many different reasons.
I don't watch money movement for a different reason. Not a conversation I want to get into, but I don't watch it. I don't think it's consolidated. It's not. It's different everywhere.
Yeah, I don't use it in my capping either. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it's good or bad.
Miami's a slight dog. Okay, on the road against a good pitcher at home. These are both good pitchers. The line's pretty tight. I
thought so. I mean, it didn't stand out to me in any way, but I get you. All right. Let's jump into it, guys. We only got 3 games to break down. Most of the games happened earlier, and I'm on the grill right now because I'm from Texas, and that's just what we do down here. Dave, you grill?
Oh yeah, but not well. Right now it's 104 outside, so I'm not.
It's 100 and something out here too, but I don't give a shit.
There you go.
I feel like I feel like you're not even a real man if you don't have a grill at your house.
That's fair statement.
I don't know, but all right, I'm getting off topic. Let's get this shit going. We gonna get in. We gonna get out. We know my motto. Dave is the best MLB capper that I know of.
Well, thank you.
Glad we got you here, Dave.
I'm the second best one I know besides you.
I'm not. I'm all right. I ain't no MLB capper. I'm a capper. I'm just not the best at it. Record might say otherwise. I get lucky. Anyway, Mets run line -1.5 is at +110, -183. Brewers run line +180, +1.5, -1. Money line is at +173. Looking at a total of 8.5. Let's get the breakdown real fast on the pitchers. We got Hauser on the mound for the Brewers and Scherzer on the mound for the Mets. Hauser's 2-2 over his and with a 4.02 ERA over his last 3 games. We got a loss, a win, and a loss. He's went 4, gave up 5 in his last outing, and that was against Oakland. Insane. Evan only gave up 1 against Cincy, and for Toronto, he went 4, gave up 6. Scherzer is 7-2 with a 3.95 ERA over his last 3 games. He has 2 wins with a no decision. Last game against Philly, he went 6, gave up 2. Before that, against my Astros, went 8, gave up 1, and got smacked up a little bit by the Yankees. Crazy. Went 6. Oh, no, he didn't get smacked up. Oh, yes, he did. Went 3, gave up 6. Insane. Damn, that's insane. But up a little factuals really quick. The Brewers, they're 8-4 in the last 12, 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games against the Mets, 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games on the road, 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games against an opponent from the National League. The Mets, 2-6 straight up in their last 8, 1-4 in the last 5 at home, 4-11 straight up in the last 15 against an opponent from the National League. I already kind of said my play earlier for worth it. I like the under here, 8.5. I'm particularly, for me, Dave, the Brewers can't bat. And that's kind of what that's how I'm playing that angle. I'm hoping you can give me like what they do against right-handers and all, the stats that I don't particularly look up. But I know as a team, they're batting 226. And I know that that's not good. So also courtesy of my man Moose, who has me looking into slugging percentages, they're not even at 400. They're at 370. And the Mets on the other side, they're not particularly hitting the ball well neither as for the season. 239, and they are also slugging under 400. I got Scherzer on the mound at home. Although his road ERA is 3.95, it's a whole point lower at the crib, 2.95. And Housen's been a pretty fairly decent pitcher. I think he's been dealing in his last couple games. So I like the under here at 8.5. I think it'll still be tight, but neither one of these teams can hit particularly well. And the Mets are almost about to get their manager fired. So, it's just all going downhill for the Mets anyway. I like the under. What do you think?
Yeah. I'll say this. I like the under too, and I'll go over. I'll support all of it with some numbers in just a second. But I cannot bet a Brewers game for the rest of the season. If I bet against them, they win. If I bet them for them, they lose. If I bet the under, it's an over. If I bet the over, it's an under. It's like the Minnesota Wild. I cannot do it. I don't think I can trust Max Scherzer or Hauser. They've both been better recently, which would tend to an under. But as far as at the plate, the New York Mets last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching are pretty average. 102, 100 WRC plus is average, 102. 140 is a standard ISO, 160, so they're slightly above average there. And then you use slugging percentage, but I use OPS, which has slugging percentage and on base percentage. It's basically it include you get on base, and then slugging percentage is how well you're hitting the ball as far as extra base hits. So 700 is the number there, and they're at 717. So all in all, New York Mets right at average pretty much. But Milwaukee past 2 weeks against right-handed pitching are bad. WRC plus 74, below average. ISO is 143, average. OPS 634, below average. So if you're looking at average and below average, and then you're looking at two pitchers that supposedly right now are pitching well, the under's an awesome look. It sucks I can't take it because I'm not betting a Brewers game. I will mush the fuck out of that bet. So the under. Good luck.
Just staying away from it. All right. Yep. I got you. I dig it. All right. So I made a play on this game. I would tell you it's not the most confident play, and that's just honest opinion. I'm playing the fade here, and I'm betting against the sweep. Same thing we were just talking about with Razor, and I got one of the better pitchers. What up, Don Play? I'm about to click on it right now. We are talking about Philly and the Cubs, the Cubbies. Phillies and the Cubbies. The run line for Philly -1.5 is at +135. The money line is at -116. Cubs and run line +1.5 is at -155. The money line is at +106, and we're looking at a 9.5 for the total. On the mound today, we got Taijuan Walker for Philly. He's been dealing. I think I was on his last game against the Mets. Yep, 8-3 with a 4.10 ERA. And we got Hendricks on the mound for the Cubbies. He's been dealing 3-2 with a 2.86 over ERA. Both these guys have won their last 3 games. Hendricks, in his last outing, he went 6, gave up 1. Game before that, 5, gave up 2. Game before that, 8, gave up nothing. Walker, in his last 3 games, he went 6, gave up 1, 8, gave up 1, 5, gave up nothing. So with that being said, Dave, I took the under. Got 2 good pitchers on the mound. I'm scared of the bats. Don't get me wrong. Both the teams have been hitting fairly decent, I would say. I think, let me get the numbers real fast. Philly's at 2.57, and the Cubs are at 248. They're both slugging about. Cubs are at about 400, right on the dot. The Phillies at 417. Guess I need to start looking at OPS. So little concern, especially last game. It was an 8-5 outing, but I still like it. I got both pitchers on the mound. I like the under. I kind of like the Cubbies too. I don't got the numbers to back the Cubbies. I'm kind of doing my whole go against the sweep deal. I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I'm scared of Walker, right? But I got Kendricks. Kendricks has 3 ERA under 3. He's 2.86 right now. So should I just do Cubbies first 5 and stay off the full game? I'm already on the under though, full disclosure. But I do lean Cubs. I'm just going against the sweep.
I wouldn't advise that play because I'm on the Phillies, and
Okay.
here's the reason why. I'm just pulling up Hendricks numbers. Okay, so this is another. It's not by a wide margin. First, let me say, baseball is a game for what have you done for me lately. I usually look at the last 2 weeks, and the last 2 weeks would say that at least offensively, the Cubs are hitting better than Philly. If you watch Philly the last 3 games, Philly's been tearing it up. Also, Taijuan Walker. If you look at his ERA away, it's much worse on the season. However, that's because he got tore up last month. His last 30 innings, away or home, he's only given up 5 runs. He shut 2 teams out, or he hasn't given up. It's 1-1-0-0-3. That's down the line. So he's been lights out. Now, Kendricks is a good pitcher, but he has been worse at home. And even when you look at how, he's given up 3-2-0-4-1. So we're looking at good but better. And as far as hitting goes, the Cubs, if you go past this past few days, it's definitely a Cubs lean. But I've been watching this Phillies team, so I think with a good pitcher, Taijuan Walker, and how they're hitting, I'm taking a shot with the Phillies first 5 money line.
Phillies first 5.
And the under's a sneaky play because here's the thing too. It's gone up, I believe. The line's gone up. It's on the muggier side. It's 78 to 80 degrees with 77% humidity, and the wind's blowing slightly out at Wrigley. That would all lead signs to an over. But I think with these 2 pitchers, the only and by the way, these 2 bullpens have been really good too. That's why I didn't want their top 5 bullpens the past 2 weeks. So I think that under is a sneaky look.
I like it, and I'm glad you said it. Mets Brewers under. Man, that's the only play I wrote in. Oh, sorry. All right. Well, we only got one more game, and they check it. We got on. It was off the board for whatever reason. So I'm sure it's probably changed since show starts. Because UWager didn't have it at all, nowhere. But we're talking about my Astros, and we're talking about this is a 3-game series, last of the set. The Lions is -1.5 for the Astros, +130. Money line is -122. God damn it! I know you probably didn't see this game. I just thought about it, but Altuve came through in the clutch for me yesterday. God damn, I little short guy be hitting the ball. Money line is -122. Sorry, guys. Astros fan, homer here. Cardinals run line +1.5 is at -150. The money line -112, and we're looking at a total of 10. Let me get to the notes real fast because I don't have them up real quick. On the mound, we have JP. Is it? I can't remember his last name. We got old man Rainwright. Know that, and he's been getting just crushed. He's an old man. Respect. 3-2, 6.56 ERA. JP France, he's only 2-3 with a 3.54 ERA. 2 losses and a win in his last outings. Last outing, he went 6, gave up 3. Outing before that, 6, gave up 2. Outing before that, 6, gave up 3. So it looked like he's going to give up 2 or 3 runs for it. Wainwright, I guess we won't count the London game because of the field. But even before that, he went 6, gave up 3, and went 5, gave up 3. Obviously, I'm on the Astros. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I'm going to look at one more thing before
I'm on the Astros. Yes, I'm from Houston. And yes, that is my team. But I'm not biased sometimes.
So
And I just got. I'm just. This is just what I did the other day. We were on a show with Moose, and I was like, "This is a strict fade of." I think I was fading Talion. This is a fade of Talion. This is an Adam Wainwright fade. I feel like the bats are
are you
gonna
in the
smack him
full
up
game or
today.
first five?
I'm on the full game. I probably should have done the first five, but I'm not so confident in France. Um,
Yeah. This game is very strange
and
to
the
me
Cardinals do got
because,
some good bats.
well, yeah. The Cardinals have been playing way under expectation, I think, and they're definitely always a solid organization. But here's the thing: Wainwright definitely has pitched horrible. JP France hasn't pitched that bad. Both teams have been hitting well recently, and the Astros have had a bad bullpen, while the Cardinals have had a fair bullpen. But to me, even though the lines moved to the Astros, I don't understand why they're not a bigger favorite. I know that the Cardinals are at home. I know that, but Wainwright's horrible. And the
He's terrible.
Astros have a way better team, and the Astros actually are hitting a little bit better. And they're not, that move isn't because of their bullpen being worse. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's so obvious that you should be taking the Astros at that price that it scares me, and I'm off of it. But it's Astros or nothing.
I was I was literally clicking back on you, waiting to go double down, and then the moment you said it's scared, it's so obvious that it scares me. I just clicked
Yeah.
away.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's not going to hit. It just means that
No,
Dave's gun. And here's
yeah,
another thing too, Marley. I'm gun shy. I've backed off. I've had a really tough streak, especially with games that I thought were slam dunks. This looks like a slam dunk. It is Astros or nothing. It's just Dave's gun shy. It doesn't mean that that's a bad bet. It's just
no,
not a bet I'm making.
no, I'm right there. Which I consider myself a scary better. I like to say,
Yeah.
Coach them tell me I say that word all the time, but I don't double up a lot or lay like extremely large amounts. You know what I'm saying? I kind of keep my plays at a unit, half unit. If I'm feeling good about it, maybe a unit and a half. I try to stay the same whether I'm winning or losing, because I hate trying to, like, if I'm up, oh, let me drop big, and then you fucking lose. You know what I'm saying? So I try to say whether I'm winning or losing, I like to do my bets the same. Unless I just got a really, it won't be all the time. I got a really good feeling. So I was going to, but I think that's just probably this little bit of this and then listening to you. But the moment you said it had to scare you, I was like, oh, you know what? I already bet it. This is just back away. We're good. We're good. We're good. So, but I do like the Astros money line. I was thinking about over, but it said 10. That's kind of But shit, they can get that 10. I lean over. All right, man. That wraps it up for today. Only 3 games. I'm about to go jump my ass on this grill. Let's do a quick recap. Dave, I only got you on Philly money line. Is that correct? We only broke down 3 games.
I had the I
Oh,
said it
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Red Sox first 5. Yeah.
Red Sox first 5. I didn't put it on the ballot, so yeah. Might tell you on that.
Well, get it in because they're 0-0.
Yeah, I'll do live betting. I'll live bet it.
Second.
But then Razor's on the other side, so that kind of makes me, maybe I should go Razor.
Maybe you should stay off.
Full game. I got 3 plays for you guys. Mets Brewers under 8.5. Might be a butt pucker special. Philly Cubs under 9.5. That also may be a butt pucker special. Astros money line safety play I got for you guys, and technically that could be a butt pucker special as well. But I am who I am, and I did what I did overall for the season. Dave's fighting back. He started out, it was worse than that. Now he's 5-6-1. I want to say 5 of those losses came on one day, or at least
4 of them. 4 of them came on one day.
Yeah. 4 came on one day.
1-4.
So that's why that's like that. Your boy 11-7-3. Our other guest right now, but Dami's 3-1. Oh, they're all 3-1. Dami, LJ, and Moose are 3-1. Hoodoo play of the day. I actually don't have one for you guys today, but it is 3-0. Oh, it should be 3-0-1. I got to push, I believe. I need to check. I got to go back and check the notes. Yeah, that's it. Dave, tell the people where they can find you.
Yep. Thanks to shout to the chat. Thanks for Marley for having me. Picks from Dave on YouTube. Have a channel over there. Picks from Dave on Twitter. Give out picks there. And on Brothas N Bets whenever we do a baseball show.
Yeah. Dave, I'm getting off work early Friday. I'm going to the beach. We'll be back early. I have plenty of time to do the show. So I'm going to be Picks from Dave Friday nights live show where he tell me they make all kind of crazy and retarded bets on things that we shouldn't make retarded bets on. I'm personally not going to make the retarded bets, but I'm going to tune in and try to give some smart bets, if possible, on what the hell is going on. So catch me there on Friday. Catch me here, goddamn it, 3-4 days a week. This is my shit. Brothas N Bets right here. I am Marley Bets. How I said behind. This is Brothas N Bets, and may the odds ever be in your favor. And like yesterday, I did not smack nobody up yesterday. I posted my tweets. We went 1-2-1. So when nobody got smacked, maybe I got smacked up. But today, we're gonna smack them up today. And tomorrow on Dave's show with the crazy ass bets, we're gonna smack them up too. But y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this month.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays.